I'm not sure how this video is gonna go because I am extremely emotional about shit that I probably should be happy about. Because that's what the world says, is I should be happy right now. This might be a long video and nobody will watch it, but whatever. Because I feel like... So, I have a daughter that is going to be 31 years old on February 23rd. And she's on the path of drugs. She has this idea that I don't know. But I don't know how in the world that could be. You know, she don't have custody of her kids. As far as I know, she don't have a place to stay, and she does not ever tell me the truth about anything. And I had to separate myself from it in order to save myself. Because when somebody's on that path, there is just nothing you can do about it. But wait for a phone call. And dread it. And spend all of your time dreading that. And it hurts. And right now, I have no relationship with my grandkids or my daughter. And my one granddaughter is now living in a situation where I could see her, which I should be really happy about. But you know what? I feel like I should be having custody of her. And I'm not really, I don't even know. I'm in a position where I'm not involved. And it's because my daughter does nothing but lie to me. And then there's other people in the picture that have painted this picture of my drinking like it's... I struggle. But when I go down, it's short. And I don't even know. Because right now, I'm not drinking. And I'm struggling. Because I don't know how to feel. And I really have nobody in my life to talk to. And then, I just had a doctor's appointment and it's, going to support groups that don't exist. This is northern Wisconsin. It gets 20 below zero here for about a week in the wintertime. So therefore, nobody wants to be here. But there's AA, and AA will just convince you that you bring on the chaos and that alcoholism is inherited and that we're all different from everybody else. We're alcoholics. We think differently. No, we don't. We're fucking human. We found a shitty way to deal with our emotions, is what we did. And for those people in AA that would rather be addicted to AA than deal with their fucking shit that they have from their childhood, you know what? Then blame it on heredity. But I don't have much use for the AA meetings. I think it's a lot of people being really, really nice because they think they're saving somebody. And maybe they are. I can't diss the whole program. There's a lot of sober people on it. But it certainly didn't keep me sober. You know, honestly, the best thing for my sobriety has been these 2 dogs and these walks and YouTube of all the... It's just really sad. I hate to get involved in this whole situation because my viewpoint of police and social services is shitty, because when I was 12 years old, I was made by a 45-year-old man to touch his fucking hard as hell genitals through his swimsuit. And to this day, I can feel how that all felt. I can tell you the color of the swimsuit is vivid as this lake is in front of me right now. And then when I got pregnant with my daughter, that was a rape. Her dad raped me. And I've got proof. He denied all of it. Yet, there was a paternity test done. And he is the father. That was proof for the police department that my story was the truth. But I was treated as though I brought it all on myself. And now, no, I have no fucking desire to get involved with them. I hate the fact that they're involved. Because they have a fucking way. You know, by all accounts, between just how my mother was and her mental illness and the amount of anxiety and the loss of living and the chaos that went in our lives when we were kids. And then I'm assaulted, made to feel like I somehow did it to myself. And my family just did what they do and pretended like nothing happened. And now that I'm gonna be 49 years old and I have virtually no relationships in my life. I'm an alcoholic. And I really, by all accounts, I was destined to be this way. And when you go to them, they will tell you that. They will make you fill out forms that'll prove that you should be an alcoholic. They're little ACEs forms. But then they'll turn around and tell you that you should have been better than that. That's not the way life works. Doesn't matter how I ended up here. I'm here. And now what do? I go to these people and let them fine tooth comb, pick my fucking life apart when I've done nothing but try to do the right thing. God, I've been through fucking treatment 3 times. And in some ways, I just feel like that's a brainwashing because, you know, it's one of those things where they want you to go through your feelings, but yet they don't really want to deal with it. Write it down, journal it. I feel like sometimes the journaling thing is just an excuse for people to not listen. I haven't really put much thought into that other than just now, but it really does make sense. Because it is really easy to just tell somebody to write their feelings down. You know how many fucking feelings I've written down over the years? Do I feel any better about any of this? I've been, the last 2 days, I do nothing but fucking cry. And I'm afraid, I am afraid I'm going to end up drinking because, you know what? I in the doctor's office, I even said it. No, do I think that the alcohol is going to change anything? Fuck no. I know for a fact it'll make everything worse. But the way I feel right now, a couple of hours of not feeling this way sounds really, really good. And that is why we drink. It's why we turn to it. Is because I can go to therapy. I go to therapy once a fucking week. You know how I feel about that in reality? Half the time she doesn't remember what I say. I'm paying her to be my friend because nobody else will take the time. I reached out to my ex-boyfriend this morning, who never was there for me before, so I don't know why in the fucking world I would think he'd be there now, but I really feel like he lives across the street from me, and he's it. And he leaves a lot to be desired, because I asked him to talk, and right away it's, why do you feel like you do? You should be happy right now. I get that. I get that I should be really happy that I am finally getting to see my granddaughter, but in that scenario, it also means that my daughter just went down the tubes a little bit more. And that the reality of getting a phone call of either an overdose or a death in any way, or that she did something to somebody else. That's what this really means. Really, in the grand scheme of things, everything got significantly worse. And yes, I am really grateful to be able to see my granddaughter, but I also understand reality. And the fact that I don't have custody. Why? Why don't I have custody? I've done all the freaking hard work, quit drinking, remained sober, done what I needed, all the fucking work, and all these people around me have done really nothing. Nothing. They haven't changed their lives in any way, not worked on anything yet. Those are the people that get custody. And that hurts. I am sorry. Fucking hurts. And I get, again, that maybe it's for the best and that I don't maybe need it right now. I get all that, but it doesn't make it hurt any less. And telling me that I shouldn't feel the way I do is not a fucking help. I feel like that's what my counselor told me yesterday. I feel like that's what Mike's telling me this morning. And then right away I'm a bitch. Because I'm like, dude, really? I just need to be able to express my feelings right now. Like, I feel hurt. And I don't need to be told I shouldn't feel this way because I know that already. I'm not a fucking idiot. But you know what his response was? I'm a bitch. Thanks, buddy. Glad you had my back. I get that he's an ex and he probably, whatever his feelings are. But I broke up with him because while my dad was dying, this is the way it was. I say one thing that he doesn't think that I should have to him, and right away, I made him feel a certain way, and I can go fuck myself. And I end up alone. And you know how many times I went down to visit my dad by myself? That really happened. And now he tries to convince me that that's not the way it happened because he went down there a couple times. No, really, as far in as we were in that relationship, he should have been there by my side. Not telling me what a bitch I am and how I was making him feel terrible. It ain't about you. And then what did I do? I turned right around. And his dog is dying. And when he's going through all his fucking bullshit, I'm there for him. No questions asked. I wouldn't have cared what he was doing. If he would have hit the bottle, I still would have been there for him. And you know what? What do I get for that? I get to stand out here on a lake with 2 dogs and a camera and post it on YouTube. That's what I get. fuck him. That's what I'd like to say. But you know what? I'm done. I'm done calling names. He's not a person that'll be there for you. And that is why we're not together. Stop it! No! Moon? Stop it! Hey! And you know what? The truth is that if something happened to him and he needed me, I'd be there in a heartbeat because I'm not that person. I'm not that person that's gonna be an asshole to somebody else. For no... Whatever. It is what it is. We're not together for a reason. Moon! God damn it! Stop it! Hey! No! No! God, bites at my freaking ankles all the time. It freaking hurts, especially when your skin is cold. I really don't even know how to get them to stop. I know right now their collars are on them and I don't have the controls with me. Moon! God damn it! Stop it! Stop! Moon? No. He had situations happen when he was young. People didn't mean to do to him with an electronic collar, and he's got biting issues, and I deal with them because I love him. But I think that if he was with anybody else, they'd put him down. He's not vicious. He just gets carried away. You don't know how to control his anxiety. I probably should just turn the taping off, but I'm just not even in the mood to do it. This is life. And it is the way it goes. Moon. And the other thing I'd like to point out is yes, you know, I can think of people I quote unquote could call, but really, you know what? People are too busy, quote unquote. They're too busy. Or they want you to meet them somewhere where you don't care about going. And you know what? I'm not in the mood to cater to somebody else's wants right now. I'm just not. And I'm not really in the mood to reiterate this whole long backstory to people that I don't even know. I mean, that's absurd. I just wish I could find somebody that gives a fucking shit about another human being besides what they can get out of them. Because of the people around me that say they're such good friends, they're good friends as long as I go and do what they're doing. I meet them to go at their restaurant to eat. Or I go over to their house. And you know what? I don't want to. I don't want to. It's that simple. Then, you know what? I'll just stay home and deal with this the way other lonely people do. I don't know. But that's the way it really is. People are mean and they just don't care. And you can go on Facebook and find all these quotes about how you should be this and you should be that and be strong and all this crap. But you know, really, unless you got a whole bunch of money, which I don't, you know, I had to take a pay cut to take care of myself. That is something I needed to do. And now I'm living on significantly less money. But I don't have money. I don't have money to pay for all these fucking apps that are supposed to make your life so wonderful. And you know, in the reality, if people would just be there for each other, we wouldn't need all that bullshit. But good God. This is getting to be a narcissistic world. And I don't think that people were like this. You know, when my parents were young, I just don't feel like people were like this. I think narcissistic people are raising narcissistic kids. And the more time goes on, the more shitty people are going to be to each other. And it's almost inevitable. I mean, I recognize it in myself. I don't have the want to even get involved in anybody else's freaking life. Oh shit, now there's a fucking truck pulling down here and I don't have the dog's leashes on them. Hey! Alright, now I'm gonna have to stop.